I got it. All right. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. All right. This next guy's got some hot takes, I'm sure. Give it up for... Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Jack Abbott. It's because someone else's first name is Abbott. Yeah. Give it up for Jack Abbott. Thanks for Northborough. Keep it going.
Thank you, I made it back. Okay. So I wrote some really weird stuff today. So this is a lab, right? And we all know each other. Let's see. So yeah, I was recently divorced and went back to the streets to find myself. You ever trying to find your higher self? I mean, here in Santa Cruz, you can do it on High Street on the way to college, but you might find yourself at 2 a.m. outside of somebody's house, and and they text you, they're doing the dishes, and I'm just like, what is that code for? I don't know. But life is all about layers. John Lennon called it the glass onion. Let's see, I was at Taco Bell recently, and my son was in the bathroom for a half an hour, and I was like, and I was thinking, like, what are you taking, a 7-layer dump? But anyway, he texted me there's no toilet paper, so I can understand. I've been paying him to read to me over the phone, sending him like Xbox Live cards, it's kind of like phone sex. Okay, the funny thing is then he'll text me, he'll be like, hey, do you got that yet? And I'm like, God, it's like I don't even have a drug dealer anymore, but it feels like it. And I'm trying to get that endorphin rush from my son. So you ever in bed and your cat starts purring on your leg at 3 a.m. and you're jerking off and you just violently kick it against the wall? And you're like, I'm not crossing that line? Okay. But seriously, like, if you don't feed your cat, it'll try and kill you. Like, mine tried to trip me down the stairs a few times. I call him Dr. Claw. So, you ever get cock-blocked by your dog? This happened for the first time after my divorce. First, he jumped on the bed and growled. And then he tried to break through the door. So, I went downstairs at 1 a.m. and let him go. But, he came back. So yeah, I was talking to my dog the other day, and I told him, I said, one of us doesn't get laid or running a few miles, I'm going to go crazy. So he drove me to the park. So there was a trend a little while back. What was it, like bedazzling the vagina? Okay, so I was thinking, like, what do men have to do? Like, tie like a Coach strap around your penis? And I don't know. Okay, that's an old one. Okay, so when Shakespeare died, he left his ex-wife his second best bed. I feel that's kind of like the ultimate go fuck yourself. Okay, here's another Shakespeare quote I've been reading a lot lately. So I literally translated this in my mind. So he says, the bonny path to heaven and her chaste treasure. So I think he's like about getting laid. He said, but be careful, at first you don't Rex your reed. Does that mean like break your dick? I'm just translating it. I mean, that's how I translate it. Okay, so I Ubered Amy Schumer's dad the other day at the boardwalk, true story. And I told him I wrote a joke. But he said, all she does is talk about her pussy. So I said, what do you call a hooker with an IED? An affordable health care plan? So yeah, when the pharaohs died, let's see. So this joke goes, basically, they lived to 90 because, like, when they died, they took everybody with them. They buried the mistresses, the dog, everybody, they took everybody with them. So I said, they say a way to a man's heart is through his stomach, but the Egyptians mummified the heart and the penis together. So, but if you want to keep someone in a relationship, you have to feed them and fuck them, and also make sure they're securely chained to the wall. I mentioned to my girlfriend the other day that I was considering a new religion, so I recently came home with a sheet with 3 holes in it. The priest told me God is more liberal these days. Okay. My best friend gave me the weirdest compliment recently. She said I was like a Jewish man, and I was like, she said, a good listener. I said, well, you know, but also I'm circumcised, if that gets you wet. But next, I might tattoo on my shaft, keep out of direct sunlight and combustible. Okay, thank you.
Give it up for Jack Abbott. Wow! You're circumcised?